This CEO accidentally kills someone. His father takes his anger out on his eldest son. The eldest son explains that he only meant to intimidate the victim. The father angrily throws a glass at him. The eldest son immediately kneels down in fear. But it's his subordinate Minho who gets hurt. Minho's blood drips down drop by drop. Facing this situation, he doesn't dare to speak. He can only endure it silently. He's just a servant in this wealthy family. But silent people are the most dangerous. The victim is actually Minho's girlfriend's younger sister. Minho doesn't go to comfort the victim's family. Instead, he drinks and says he can't help. Minho goes to find the chairman. He gives him a blank check and lets the chairman fill in the amount. The chairman looks at the amount and asks if he wrote too many zeros. Minho calmly says 10 billion isn't much, whether it's for the chairman's son or the company. It's worth it. They don't even need to give any compensation to the victim's family. This benefits everyone. But Minho completely doesn't understand the pain of losing family. Watching her younger sister, who grew up with her, being cremated. Her older sister Jihyun cries heartbrokenly. The young master stands outside the door full of guilt. It's raining heavily outside. Jihyun has nowhere to go. The young master watches her quietly from a distance. Then Minho calls the young master. He says his brother might expose the killing.
알았어, 가면 될 거 아니야?
The CEO's brother is happy to know he's in trouble. If the young master goes to prison, his position will be secure. Jihyun walks on the crosswalk. She walks slower and slower. She doesn't notice the vehicles around her at all. The young master gets anxious when he sees this. He immediately gets out of the car and rushes over. In the heavy rain, he pulls Jihyun to safety. Looking at this pitiful person in front of him, the young master remembers what the doctor said, to do something meaningful in the remaining 6 months. Now he's found what he wants to do before he dies. He carries Jihyun from the rain. The young master asks Jihyun when she'll pay back the money. Jihyun says she will definitely repay it. The young master says if she runs away, where would he find her? So he needs her to write a guarantee. Jihyun agrees. The young master goes to deal with his brother's matter. He tells Jihyun to wait for him in the car. He asks his brother if he wants to expose him. Since the reporters are all here, why not just make it public? His fiancée gets scared. Even Minho feels a bit nervous. Anyway, the young master doesn't have long to live, so he's not afraid at all. When Jihyun comes in, the young master hesitates. He doesn't want this woman to know his true nature. Before he can finish speaking, he's pushed down by his brother. Reporters swarm over, but Minho helps up his fallen fiancée and leaves. He doesn't even glance at his girlfriend Jihyun. Jihyun doesn't understand why her boyfriend is suddenly so cold. It turns out her boyfriend found a pen at the scene. This pen was taken by Chaya, but he didn't expose this. Instead, he secretly met with Chaya. He even gave her the surveillance footage. Silent people are the most dangerous. On one hand, Minho can get the chairman's 10 billion. On the other hand, he can play the good guy in front of Chaya.